Life wisdom. Silence is not a void. It holds the answers within. Introduction. In a world filled with noise, from blaring car horns to the constant hum of social media, from daily conversations to endless news feeds, we seem to have forgotten something essential: silence. But silence is not emptiness. It is not a meaningless gap between sounds. On the contrary, silence is the very space where the most profound answers about life, our inner world, and our true selves reside. Modern society and the fear of silence. We live in an era where speed and busyness have become the yardsticks of value. Whenever we pause or do nothing, we feel lost or unproductive. When there's nothing to say, many people grow uneasy or feel empty. But why are we so afraid of silence? Is it because silence forces us to face ourselves, to confront unresolved thoughts, unhealed emotions, and the pain we've long denied? Silence as a mirror of the soul. In silence, we hear the voice within. Freed from the distractions of external sounds, we can finally listen to the deepest parts of our soul. What are we truly longing for? What has wounded us? Who are we really in this ever-changing world? Silence doesn't just help us find answers. It helps us understand ourselves better, something that busy living often hides from us. Silence as a path to healing. Just as nature needs stillness to recover, we too need silence to heal. A quiet pause during the day, an afternoon without digital devices, or a dawn accompanied only by the wind and your breath. These are spiritual medicines we often neglect. In that stillness, emotions are cleansed, the soul finds peace, and our mental wounds are given a chance to heal. Silence in communication and relationships. Words are not always necessary. Sometimes, silence is the truest form of empathy. A silent handhold during a loved one's pain. A gaze that understands without saying a word. A moment where two people share silence yet feel each other's presence deeply. These moments show that silence isn't the absence of communication, but communication at its deepest level. Silence as the foundation of wisdom. The wise throughout history have chosen the path of silence for contemplation. The Buddha meditated in silence. Hermits withdrew into nature, seeking quietude for spiritual growth. The wise know that talking more does not mean knowing more. Wisdom arises from observation, listening, and reflection, all of which unfold best in silence. Practicing silence in everyday life. Silence doesn't necessarily mean the absence of speech, but the end of unconscious reactions. When we pause before responding, listen before judging, and observe before acting, we are consciously practicing silence. Set aside a few minutes each day to mute the noise and return to yourself. Find a quiet space, a room corner, a riverside, or a mountaintop where you can breathe slowly and hear your heart. Conclusion: finding yourself in silence. Silence is not absence, but a space for full presence. It does not make us lonely. It deepens our connection with ourselves and the world. In silence, we don't need explanations. We don't need to do anything. Just be. And in that very moment, we may finally hear the answers that a lifetime of noise never revealed. Thank you for spending this quiet moment with Life Wisdom. If today's story touched your heart or opened your mind, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Every week we bring you new reflections to nourish your soul and guide your journey. Until next time, stay present, stay mindful, and remember, wisdom begins in silence.